All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're going to master two of the most important phrases in English. There is and there are. Now, they might seem basic, but trust me, they are the absolute key to describing the world around you. So, let's get you using them like a pro. You know, it really all comes down to this one simple idea. When we're talking about just one thing, we say, there is. But the second you have more than one, you flip that to, there are. That's it. That's the big secret, and everything else we're about to cover just builds on top of this. So here's our game plan. We'll start with the two core rules, then we'll get into making negatives and asking questions. After that, we'll do some practice together, then it's your turn to try it out, and we'll finish up with a final challenge for you. Sound good? Let's go. Okay, let's lay down the foundation. Seriously, if you can get these two simple rules locked in, the rest is going to be a piece of cake. Here they are. Rule number 1, there is. You're going to use this for any single thing. One car, one person, one idea. And here's the other part. You also use it for stuff you can't count, like water, sugar, or information. Then you have there are. This one is easy. It's only for things you can count when there's more than one. 2 cars, 10 people, 100 ideas. Simple, right? Let's see this in action. It'll make perfect sense. See? There is a cat. That's one cat. There is some water. Water is uncountable. We can't say 1 water, 2 waters. But look what happens next. There are 3 chairs. Boom. We can count them, so we use are. Same with the students. There are many students. It's all about one versus more than one. Okay, so you've totally got how to say something is there. But what if it isn't? Or what if you want to ask someone if something is there? That's what we're going to dig into next. Making a negative is super easy. There is just becomes there isn't, and there are becomes there aren't. The main rule doesn't change a bit. Isn't for one thing or uncountable stuff, and aren't for all the plural things. And asking questions, just as simple. You just flip the first 2 words. So there is becomes is there, and there are becomes are there? And check out the short answers. They follow the exact same pattern. Is there? Yes, there is. Are there? No, there aren't. See, it all connects. All right, enough with the theory. It's time to actually put this into practice. Let's do a couple of these together. I want you to try and say the answer out loud before I show it. Ready? Okay, take a look at this living room. We've got 1 TV and we've got 2 chairs. So how would you describe that using our new phrases? Take a second, think about it. Did you get it? It's there is a TV because there's only one, and there are 2 chairs because there's more than one. If you got that, you are doing awesome. Let's try one more. This time, we're going to use a negative. So in this fridge, there's no milk, but there are some apples. How would you put that into sentences? I'll give you a moment. And there it is. There isn't any milk. Milk is uncountable, and it's not there, so we use isn't. But then there are some apples. We can count the apples, so we use are. See how you can use both to paint a really clear picture? Great job. Okay, we've practiced together, but now it's your turn to fly solo. Let's do a quick little quiz to make sure all this stuff is really sinking in. You got this. First one, we're talking about a single cat. What's the missing part? Blank a cat on the wall. Yep, there is, of course. 1 cat, so we have to use is. Easy, right? Let's do the next one. Okay, this time it's 3 books. That's plural. So how do we fill in this blank? 3 books on the desk. Exactly. It's there are. More than 1 book, so it has to be are. You're really getting the hang of this. Okay, one more. This one's a little bit trickier. All right, this is the last question of the quiz, and it's a 2-parter. It's a question and then a negative answer. How would you complete this one? Any bananas in the basket? No, there are not. And the answer is, are there and are not. Bananas is plural, so the question has to start with, are there? And the negative answer just follows right along with, there are not. Fantastic work! You totally aced the practice. So, we've gone over all the rules, we've practiced them together. Now it's time for the most important part, your final challenge, which is all about making this real. So look, if you only remember one thing today, please let it be this. It's so simple. Use there is for one thing or for stuff you can't count, and use there are for more than one thing. That's it. That's the whole game right there. And now for your final challenge. This is where you make it real. I want you to literally look around the room you're in right this second. What do you see? I want you to describe it in the comments below. Use at least one there is sentence and one there are sentence. Go ahead, put your new skills to the test right now.